Anybody have a question?
Sefo, can you just talk about you guys falling 14 hole early, as you led to rally this one? What was the kind of get you guys back into this thing?
I think it was just us trusting in each other. I think that as an offense, from an offensive perspective, I think we sputtered in the beginning. I think it was obvious there. And it wasn't just one position. I think everyone kind of took their turns, but we kept trusting each other, and we ended up pulling it out and getting something going.
Sefo, last year you lose a couple games like this, 2 losses in double overtime. How good does it feel to finally get over the hump?
It feels amazing. These guys, we all put in a lot of work this summer, and it's finally showing. We played 4 quarters plus. I believe that we were in more shape than they were as well, and it showed tonight. So I'm proud of the guys. It feels amazing, and we'll enjoy it tonight and get ready for next week.
Right before your touchdown pass to Shea, the drive before that, you run for a first down, got hit. Trainers were looking at you for a little while. Can you talk about what was wrong with your arm, and were you worried about being able to not have to go to that game?
I don't know, not worried. Small bruise. I think anyone can play through a bruise. I wouldn't want to be the guy who sits out just because of that. So everything's fine. We're ready to go next week.
Sefo, it seemed like there were a lot of momentum shifts in this game. Is that the way it felt like on the sidelines?
Yeah, I think especially in a rivalry game, sometimes that'll happen. It'll be up and down, back and forth. But you can't, if you're down, you can't, I guess, worry about the mistakes of the team or worry too much about getting back in the game. And if you're up really high, it's the same thing. You just got to take it one play at a time, each game that you play. And I think we did a really good job of that tonight.
I think one of the things you can say about this team over the last couple of years is you guys don't quit. Where does that come from?
I think it comes, first of all, individually, and then I think collectively as a team after that, because we're pushing each other and telling the other person not to quit, not to give up. And, that starts in fall camp. That starts in summer training when none of the coaches are here, pushing each other to, make your times on, sprints, basically. It's a year-round thing that we've been working on for a while, and, I'm just proud that we don't quit.
Something you talk about the pass to the Shea really seemed to be kind of a game changer for you guys.
The first one, the touchdown?
Yeah, the touchdown.
Yeah. We saw a mismatch there. Shea did a really good job of getting open down the sideline. I finally hit a deep ball, I guess, which was good to see. And, he did a really good job of creating separation for that deep pass, which I think gave the offense a little spark.
Sefo, does playing this game feel any different, being able to go out on an NFL field and get a win, a building this size?
No, I don't think so. I think that the rivalry game aspect and the atmosphere that we played in, I think that it's great for guys to be a part of that, the loud atmosphere and playing through all that and communicating. And so I think we'll be really prepared for whatever stadiums we play at this year going forward.
So it is a rivalry.
Yeah, it's a rivalry. All week, I say that we don't want to make a big deal about it because, you have to treat it just like another game. You don't want to go in and overhype it, to your teammates. Everyone knows it's a rivalry, but, you just go in with a calm mind. You just go in, it's like another game. You don't want to hype it up too much, and you just want to go in and take it one play at a time and do your job.
Sefo, you play mistake-free, and that's something that didn't really happen more towards last season because you were put in some very difficult positions. You feel like having as good of a defense as you guys do, it takes the ease off of it a little bit?
Definitely. The defense played really well tonight, and I applaud them for everything. The big stops they had, the turnover they had. I don't think I played mistake-free. There's always something that you can work on to improve for the next game. I think I played well, but that's also a testament to the offensive linemen, the receivers making plays. I scrambled one play and Spruce rolled out with me to help make me complete that pass. So, it's not just me, it's just the whole team.
You guys didn't have the success on the ground yet the previous couple of weeks. Talk about what CSU did to kind of stop your run.
Yeah, I think they loaded the box more, and I think that's what helped us get one-on-one on the outsides, which is why you had Shea twice on some deep, 3 times actually. I missed one of them, and Devin on another deep one. Just unpacking the box, which gave our receivers more time to work on the outside.
Sefo, game starts out, you go under 14-0. How are you feeling at that point when you're down 2 scores?
I'd say pissed off because I think that as a team we thought that we could play better than that, better than what we were playing as, and it's just frustrating, to kind of fall that deep and the offense sputtering as it was. And I take that on my shoulders, being as the quarterback. You got to light a fire in them, try and get them going. And I think that once we got to 14-0, we kind of got into a rhythm, and I think we got them wearing the defense down with our tempo, which is really good to see.
At
the beginning of the game, the initial coin toss, CSU refused to shake your guys' hands. Did that give you guys any added motivation, or did you guys just not really?
I didn't even know that happened. You know, it's whatever. You know, it's in the past already, and yeah, we just move on from that.
Anything else for Sefo? Thanks, Sefo.
Thanks, guys.